Welcome, and thank you for joining today's webinar. We're happy you're here. Today we'll be discussing the branded mobile app launch process and walking through the milestones you'll need to complete to successfully launch your app. We have some great resources available in our support center to help you through this process as well, so feel free to click the link in the description to check them out. There are various articles as well as a learning path that are all super useful. You can search branded mobile app in there to get started. I want to start by introducing myself. My name's Cody, and I'm an implementation specialist here at Mindbody. It's great to have you here, and we're excited for you to launch your business's branded app. Now to jump in, here's our agenda for today. We'll be covering the full process to launch your branded app, including Apple's requirements, the steps to enroll in the Apple Developer Program, and the process to invite Mindbody to manage your app. We will also review the steps to design your app and to update the details for your app that will appear in the app stores. From there, we'll discuss what the submission process looks like, as well as review what you'll have once the app is fully launched. To start, we'll be reviewing the overall process to launch your branded app. It is important to note that the branded app launch process is a collaborative one and requires action from both you and our teams to make that as smooth a process as possible. You'll be working with the senior onboarding specialist during the launch process, who will work with the design team and the deployment team to create a design for your app, as well as work to make it available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. There are several milestones that you'll need to complete on your end for the onboarding specialist to assist in launching your app. To ensure that the app launches successfully and as quickly as possible, you will want to focus on completing each milestone promptly. Now, to dive into the three components of the app launch. These components will make up the three milestones that we'll need to complete. You'll need to enroll in the Apple Developer Program, and once complete, invite our team to your account. You'll then supply design assets so that our team can create your app design and provide a mock-up for you to review prior to approval. You'll then approve the details for your app, such as the app name, the app description, and the search keywords that will be used in the app stores. The Apple Developer Program is the component that will likely take the most amount of time, so it is helpful to start the enrollment process as soon as possible. This means first making sure that you meet the requirements to enroll. Apple's app release guidelines state that specific requirements be met in order to enroll in the Apple Developer Program. Their goal is to try and establish legitimacy of each business before allowing the business's app be available in their app store. This is in hopes of cutting down on spam. Given this, these requirements must be met for any business launching an app. The requirements are as follows. You'll need to have a business website, register your business as a legal entity. You'll need to create an Apple ID specifically for your business, and find a DUNS number. If you currently don't meet one of these requirements, you'll want to get started on that component as soon as possible. The first of Apple's requirements is to have a business website. They require that your website be publicly available, and the domain name must be associated with your organization. In our experience, Apple is looking for more than just a coming soon landing page, as we have seen them deny enrollment based on this issue in the past. It's okay for the website to not be fully formed yet, but having some basic details and structure is what they are looking for. Apple also requires your business be registered as a legal entity in order to create an organizational developer account. They do not accept sole proprietors, DBAs, fictitious businesses, trade names, or branches for the enrollment. Common examples of accepted entity types, which do differ by region, include corporation, LLC, GmbH, AG, and KG. We understand that there are many factors that go into determining what type of business entity works best for your situation. Since different regions have different laws and tax implications for legal entities, it is best to consult a legal professional in determining what works best for your business. You'll need to have an Apple ID in order to enroll in the developer program. If you already have a personal Apple ID, it's recommended that you create a new and separate Apple ID specifically for your organization. Apple will use the email address associated with the developer account's Apple ID to communicate updates about your app, along with info regarding your annual developer registration fee. Given this, using a private email address may be better than using a shared one to ensure that important information is received. For example, using owner at your business's domain name rather than info at. The final requirement is to have your organization's DUNS number. This stands for a Data Universal Numbering System number, which is a unique identifier used to verify your business's identity as well as legal status. This number is issued by a company called Dun & Bradstreet. This number is automatically assigned to legal entities, so good news is you may already have one. It's a good idea to start by searching their database to see if you have an existing number. If not, you'll then want to request a new one. You can search using Apple's website. If you need to request a new number or need to update any details for your existing one, this process can take some time. Because of this, it is recommended to start this process as soon as possible. It's free to request a number, and you only need to provide a few standard details about your business. Now that we've covered the requirements to enroll, we can dive deeper into the process of enrolling in the Apple Developer Program. Once you have confirmed that you meet all Apple's requirements, you can then work on enrolling in the program. To enroll, you will need all the information from the requirements section. You'll also need an Apple device to complete Apple's two-factor authentication process. You also want to make sure that you set up the account as an organizational type, as this is the only way that our team can help manage and initially deploy your app. Failure to enroll as an organizational developer account may delay your launch. After finishing the enrollment, you'll wait to receive confirmation from Apple that your account is complete. It generally takes about a week to receive confirmation. They'll also send a link to complete payment for your annual Apple Developer Account membership. For our team to deploy your app to the app stores, we'll need to be invited to your Apple Developer Account as an admin user. Once you've successfully set up your organizational developer account, the first step is to communicate this to your senior onboarding specialist. Your senior onboarding specialist will provide you with a unique email address to invite our team to your account. They will also provide you with instructions on how to send the invite. Follow the instructions to send the invite within your developer account. You will need to make sure that your account is set up as an organizational type here, because this type of account is required to invite additional admin users. If you incorrectly set up your account as an individual type, you will need to contact Apple to update it before completing this step. After sending the invite, let your senior onboarding specialist know, and they will keep an eye out for it to ensure it is received. Once received, this completes the steps needed to set up your Apple developer account. And from here, you're ready to launch your app as soon as your app design and app details have been finalized. Now to take a look at the design and app detail requirements. It's important to note that these steps can be started right away, and don't require your Apple developer account to be completed before starting. It's actually helpful to start the design process as soon as possible so that ideally you're ready to launch by the time your Apple developer account is finalized. Your senior onboarding specialist will work with you to gather your business's logo and branding to share with our design team. Our design team will then create a custom design for your app. You'll want to share a high-quality copy of your logo for the app. Vector files are preferred. These include files like PDF, .ai, or .eps. This ensures that our design team can resize the image as needed without distorting it. You'll also want a print quality photo for the design to ensure that the photo will look clear on mobile devices. Alternatively, you can choose a solid background color as this will be for the launch screen. You can also include any hex codes for specific branding colors as well. Once our design team has your design assets, they'll create a design mockup for you to review prior to approval. This mockup will be highlighting different screens throughout the app. The mockup will be a templated example highlighting your branding, but won't include actual information from your business. Once your app launches, it will include your business's actual information like class schedules, appointment type options, and pricing. The third milestone that you'll need to complete prior to launching your app is to confirm all details for the app. These details will show in the app stores as part of your app listing and include the app name, app description, and search keywords that your clients will be able to use to find your app. Again, these steps can be completed prior or while waiting for your Apple developer account to be finalized, and should really only take a few minutes to complete. It's recommended that you take care of this early so that once your design and Apple developer account milestones have been completed, you're ready to move forward with app launch. After all milestones have been completed, your app is ready to be submitted for the app stores to be published. Your senior onboarding specialist will work to submit the app to the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. This process can take up to 10 business days. Once the app is live, your senior onboarding specialist will let you know, as well as send you links to download the app. When all is said and done, you'll have a custom branded app that you can use to send push notifications and share important details about your business. Your customers will also be able to download the app to sign up for services, make purchases, and view details about your business. To review our key takeaways from today, the app launch process is a collaborative one, and you will work with the senior onboarding specialist to coordinate the launch. You'll need to enroll in the Apple Developer Program as an organizational type and invite our team to your account as an admin user so that you can provide design assets for the app and approve app details in order to launch. Once live, you'll then have a custom branded app that your customers can use to book, buy, and reference your business details that lives right on their phone. To get started with this process today, here are your next steps. You'll want to refer to the welcome email that you'll receive from your senior onboarding specialist. You'll then review the Apple developer requirements to determine if you need to work on any of them prior to enrolling. You'll then review the app design requirements and reply to the welcome email that you receive to start the design process. Thank you for joining me today in learning about the branded mobile app launch process.